exposing the spark that ignited the Great War. The world stood on the brink of a monumental shift, a shift that would forever alter the course of history. The events leading up to this cataclysmic conflict were a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and political maneuverings. A moment in history that changed everything. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was not just an isolated incident, it was the culmination of years of tension and unrest in Europe. The continent was a powder keg waiting for a spark to set it ablaze. The date is June 28, 1914, a day that would go down in infamy, marking the beginning of a chain reaction that would lead to one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. The world watched in horror as events unfolded, each moment more shocking than the last. Sarajevo's streets are alive with anticipation. The city is bustling with activity, unaware of the dark cloud looming on the horizon. People go about their daily lives, oblivious to the fact that they are on the cusp of a historical turning point. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie are on a fateful drive. They are in Sarajevo to inspect the Imperial Armed Forces, a routine visit that would soon turn into a nightmare. The couple is unaware of the danger that lies ahead. Little do they know their journey will end in tragedy. The streets of Sarajevo, once filled with excitement, will soon be stained with blood. The assassination of the Archduke and his wife will send shockwaves throughout Europe, setting the stage for a conflict of unprecedented scale. Gavrilo Princip, a young Bosnian Serb nationalist, waits in the shadows. He is part of a group of conspirators who have been planning this assassination for months. Princip is driven by a desire to see his homeland free from Austro-Hungarian rule. His mission? Assassination. Princip and his fellow conspirators are determined to strike a blow against the Austro-Hungarian Empire. They believe that the death of the Archduke will ignite a revolution leading to the liberation of their people. And with 2 shots, a spark is lit. The bullets fired by Princip find their mark, killing the Archduke and his wife. The assassination is a success, but the consequences are far greater than anyone could have imagined. The world is plunged into chaos. Austria-Hungary seizes the opportunity, pointing the finger at Serbia. The assassination provides the perfect pretext for the Austro-Hungarian Empire to take action against Serbia. Diplomatic tensions rise as accusations fly and ultimatums are issued. Backed by Germany, they issue an ultimatum. The Austro-Hungarian Empire, with the support of Germany, demands that Serbia comply with a series of harsh conditions. The ultimatum is designed to be unacceptable, giving Austria-Hungary the justification it needs to declare war. Serbia's response? Not good enough. War is declared. Despite Serbia's attempts to negotiate, the Austro-Hungarian Empire is determined to go to war. The declaration of war sets off a chain reaction as alliances are called upon and nations begin to mobilize. But this isn't just any squabble. This is the beginning of a conflict that will engulf the entire world. The Great War, as it will come to be known, will see unprecedented levels of destruction and loss of life. The world will never be the same again. Russia, bound by Slavic ties, mobilizes to protect Serbia. The Russian Empire, seeing itself as the protector of Slavic nations, comes to Serbia's aid. The mobilization of Russian forces sets off alarm bells across Europe as other nations prepare for war. Germany, fearing encirclement, declares war on Russia and France. The German Empire, feeling threatened by the mobilization of Russian forces, declares war on Russia. Shortly after, Germany also declares war on France, fearing a 2-front war. And when Germany invades Belgium, Britain steps in. The invasion of Belgium, a neutral country, prompts Britain to declare war on Germany. The conflict quickly escalates, drawing in nations from around the world. In weeks, the world is engulfed. What began as a regional conflict has now become a global war. Soldiers from all corners of the earth are drawn into the fighting as the Great War spreads across continents. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand is the match that ignites the powder keg of Europe. The death of the Archduke sets off a series of events that lead to the outbreak of war. The world watches in horror as the conflict spirals out of control. A regional conflict spirals into the Great War. The war quickly escalates, drawing in nations from around the world. The fighting is fierce and brutal, with millions of lives lost on the battlefields of Europe. Empires clash, nations crumble, and the world is never the same again. The Great War leaves a lasting impact on the world, reshaping borders and altering the course of history. The devastation is immense and the world is left to pick up the pieces. Stay tuned as we unravel the events that reshaped history, one spark at a time. Join us as we delve deeper into the causes and consequences of the Great War, exploring the stories of those who lived through this tumultuous time. The journey has just begun.